RC Raceway Park, and we're competing in the Casino Royale. Got VIP parking right next to the fence. Got the Mustang ready. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's my first time. Never tandem before. And a lot of these people showed up ready to party. That's some serious cars here. I am in trouble. Honestly, I just want to make sure that I get around the course and not hit anybody. I'll be really happy with that. I did do a practice session prior to signing up, so I know I can do the course fine. I have the proper gearing for it. I just don't know if I'm able to tandem, so I'll learn how to tandem today, or I won't. See what happens. Hey, give you a heads up. I've never tandem before, so I just want to give you a heads up on that. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, do your thing, man. That's how you work. How you work.
Yep. He said the right lane is lead, right?
That's lead, yeah.
Okay.
I'll stay back from you.
All right. Thank you. If you see that I'm doing good, feel free to get in there, put some pressure. It'll wake me up.
unfortunately, something is up with that Mustang.
It got cold.
Right, so,
It got cold.
all right, let's get these guys back to the line. This time, Tamayo will lead and Donahue will
So on the front bumper, I center punched an inner clip. And this is all just scuff marks, really. You can take oven cleaner to it and it'll come right off. So it's still really brand new. Everybody was super professional at the event. I was really, really surprised by that. Being competition and all, I thought, you know, a lot of people were gonna push the limits and you know, sometimes you get highly competitive and you really want to do your best, and sometimes things happen as a result, but everybody on there kept their cool and played it smart. I mean, they pushed when they had to, and they also did that with the people they knew they could do it to. So there's a lot of, everybody was safety conscious, but as well as, you know, pushing as hard as they could. So that's the level of professionalism that I was really impressed by. But this is just for me. I didn't hit anybody. Nobody hit me. So in the back bumper, I smashed the crap out of some markers. I think they were around the first zone. And again, no cracks or nothing. The paint's so good. And basically, oven cleaner will clear that right up. These wheels look so good too. I'm gonna have to do the front ones too, but yeah, I think eventually. But nobody doored me. I mean, they were real close. Hopefully the GoPro show that, but there was a couple of guys that got real close on an inner clip, and it felt really good for them to be right there next to me. I think part of what I want to do next, aside from suspension fixes, which I will share with you, I really found some skills that I was lacking in, and also some knowledge that cost me the chase in my top 32. But I want people to be able to come to my door and then get real close, and myself without essentially fear of damaging the car too badly for that. So I'm gonna get carbon fiber doors. I would like to make them. And then the fender as well. But that's more for later. That's not something that needs to be addressed anytime soon. But right now I'm just working on the suspension so that a car actually feels right around the drift course, like it belongs there. If you look at a lot of the other guys that have a more advanced car setup, you can tell as they're going around the course that the cars just love being sideways. It looks so good. There's minimal body movement, and all the movement you see are in the suspension, and that's what I would love to get at. I also have some steering geometry issues. It was causing the steering to bind. So that kind of really limited the amount of angle that I was comfortable with throwing in there. And that kind of caused me to be kind of shallow everywhere, really. So it's pretty crappy. And it kind of really messes with your confidence. So knowing that you can't really throw it all in, otherwise your steering will lock up and create an an issue for the guy following you was really like another mental game that I had to work through. The rookie mistake that I made was at the warm-up pad. So I didn't scrub the front tires enough and put heat in them, and it caused me to understeer several times throughout the course, and that that was what cost me the chase. The lead was amazing because, of course, once it came back around, everything was warm, and of course I was able to put the car right in all of the zones without understeering anywhere, and just be really smooth and logical and precise with the car. So I think that problem was more of a mental problem. And I say that because once I got to the warm-up pad, I usually would take a little longer than my competitor to get the car warmed up. And I knew that I still needed like a few more figure eights or a few more turns. And I just really did not want to let the other guy wait on me, or I didn't want the other guy to feel like, man, what is this guy doing? It's taking forever, and just sitting there. So, you know, whether that was a strategy on their end or not, I don't know. But if it was, it worked. So I just got to be more conscious about that. Hopefully on my next event, make sure I practice my warm-up technique. So I'll probably go to East Coast Drift School and just get like a good flow for that. So I get the front end warmed up properly, and I get the rear end warmed up, as well as my brake pads from my hydro. For me, I have I think it's the HPS Plus, or the grippiest version that HPS make, but it still requires a lot of heat for them to work. So you really, really have to exercise the handbrake quite a bit to be able to get that working properly. So there are all the pads that I'm going to upgrade to. Eventually, they are expensive, but there are the yellow brake pads. I can't remember the brand, but I think it's yellow EB. I'm going to butcher it, but yellow pads, basically they don't even eat heat at all. They just work cold, and they're just the thing to have. So eventually, I think, if not sooner than later, I will have those on. So that'll be one less thing I need to warm up in the pad, and I can just focus on my tires, and then maybe that'll be another tool that I can have in my back pocket for the next event. But yeah, everybody loved the car. Some people were wondering if it was a real Celine. It is a real Celine, and you know, hopefully I can keep developing this car as my skills grow and have some more fun, get to meet more people, learn from them. That's the best thing about this event, is that everybody was super nice, and they were sharing all sorts of info for years of development, including guys that actually run the SN95 Mustang. So it was like basically a car club hangout. I didn't have to use the water methanol at all. I had that turned off, and I was just kind of keeping an eye on my air temp, and it stayed basically around 130 or less most of the time. So I was very, very pleased with that. That was awesome. So I think now I can probably run a little bit more timing. So I'll be working on tuning the car to try and maximize that. And yeah, the water methanol is really just there for safety. So if I see the car heat soaking too much and then it's running up, then I'll spray that just to keep the temps down and really keep myself from harming the motor. So that's really the whole purpose behind having that. This is basically how much I had left in tread after qualifying and running one battle of top 32. So definitely have plenty left for quite a bit more laps. Talking to all the guys out there, I'm finding out that they're getting way more laps than me, and that's mostly due because their car is a lot lighter, so they definitely get their money's worth out of their tires. They're getting like 15-20 laps potentially, where I'm probably half that. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to really start thinking about cutting some weight. So that might be another thing I do as well. But plenty of tread on this set to go back to the track and test some things out, and I still have two more sets that I can use.